All right, so today we were speaking to Ali. He is from Canada and he used to do some freelance stuff in the NFT space. And then that whole market crashed and he was just kind of trying to figure out, where do I go from here? You know, he tried e-commerce by watching some YouTube videos and joining some other programs in the past, but just no real luck, no real success, and he was ready to take things a step further. So when he saw that Jordan Welch teaches the e-commerce program inside of Digital Launchpad, that's when he decided to join the program, and not only the program, but also all the coaching calls that we have. For every single skill that we teach you inside of Digital Launchpad, we also have multiple coaching calls a week running you through exactly how to do each and every one of them. And what happened at the end of it all? He made $5,000 in his first month. So today is an amazing story. Make sure you listen, make sure you take notes, make sure you learn from Ali's experience. So on that note, I'm gonna pass it off to the other Ali, who's our Chief Product Officer, and he's gonna dive deep into his story.
Ali, thank you for joining me. Very excited to have this call with my namesake, Ali. Little bit younger, but still very excited to do this call with you. So before we start, Ali, I just want you to give me a little brief introduction about yourself, where you live, etc.
Hey, my name is Ali Bukhari. My parents are from Pakistan. I live in Canada at the moment, and I recently started doing e-commerce dropshipping.
So before you're doing e-commerce, I assume you're in school at the moment, you're studying. What's the situation?
So essentially, back in like August of 2023, I really started to like put my head down, start entrepreneurship. I was doing freelancing on Twitter. So what I was doing is I had like 10,000 followers on an account.
Wow.
You know Web3 and NFTs?
Yeah, a little bit.
I was in that space and I grew an account and I was doing marketing on that. And I was also selling art. So what I was doing is I would DM other people who share same, let's say, you know, D-Gods NFT, for example. So I would DM other people who have that profile picture. And then I would say, if you want this, I can give you a custom shirt with that. I can make you a gift with it, stuff like that, for example. And I would sell that to them. And then if there was like another project, NFT project that's not so popular, I would start doing marketing for that as well.
Where does this entrepreneurship come from? I'm asking you about school and you're talking to me about NFTs and custom making. Like where does that drive, where does that entrepreneurship come from?
My father's been an entrepreneur too ever since he was young, and he kind of just put that upon me. He's always had my back. My dad's basically just my best friend. Whenever I need to ask him for help or anything, he just instantly tells me what he needs me to do. He tells me if I'm struggling with something, like if I don't know how to talk to someone, he would give me tips and stuff. He'd give me advice.
Nice. So obviously you're doing a little bit of work in the Web3 NFT market. That came tumbling down, as we all know. It wasn't something that lasted very long.
Yeah.
I know that from personal experience. So then what did you do after the NFT Web3 entrepreneurship?
What I did was, after I made the money from the Web3 and stuff, I would just put that into trading. I started trading.
Right.
But the thing is, from the freelancing I was doing, I wasn't losing anything on my end because I would just accept payments in crypto transactions. So I would just take the payment, I would hold the crypto, wait for the crypto to go higher. I would like take payments in Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, Polygon. I would just hold it on, trade it up, keep on messaging people, and then just kept on building up. And then because the cash flow in the freelancing, it was decent, but I knew I could do better, so I just decided to do e-commerce. And I've seen much bigger results.
Okay. So that's where your journey with e-commerce. I'm actually startled. It's like I'm talking to a seasoned entrepreneur, and it's actually insane. So okay, then you fell into e-commerce, right? That was the next venture that you went down. So tell me, how did you get into that? Were you like on YouTube, just trying to find mentoring videos? How did that journey unravel?
I was doing freelancing like 8 hours a day type thing. Like I was making sales of freelancing at school. Like my friends would be like, "What are you doing with your laptop all the time?" And I would just be like, "I'm hustling, bro." And then they would get confused and stuff. They're like, "This guy's just chatting." What I was doing with freelancing, it was good, but I knew I could do much better with dropshipping or anything else in general. So my dropshipping story, how it began was, I was just stumbling across YouTube watching Iman Gadzhi, and then one day he brings up Jordan Welch in one of his podcasts or one of his videos. And then what he talked about really intrigued me, because he said that I don't have to work that much. Like I have to just put in a bunch of work at the start, which I was fine with, and then it gets completely automated later on, which I like that. But And then after that, Jordan also said in the video, and Iman, they said that if you find the right product, you can make perfect margins and a bunch of cash flow. So I was just like, that's perfect, because I was making like 1800 a month, but I wanted more, you know.
Yeah,
I wanted to stack up. I wanted to keep it pushing.
Amazing. So obviously you've seen Jordan there, you've seen Iman. How did Digital Launchpad then come on your radar? I assume it was around that same time.
Yeah. So I was subscribed to Iman's channel, and I just saw him post about it. And right as I saw it, I didn't have to do anything, because I was trying to make a marketing agency a few months before that, maybe a few months prior. And I saw Iman post about his marketing agency course. I forgot what it's called. Agency Navigator.
That's right.
It's about Agency Navigator. And it was too much. It was like 1400. I couldn't pay that much. So when I saw an opportunity selling knowledge, giving all these opportunities to entrepreneurs at a young age for only that, for so cheap, $35 a month, that was perfect for me.
Yeah, and again, it's a recurring theme, and this is something that I really, probably one of the things that makes me the most happiest. And I know for a fact, Iman, you know, this was his whole idea, that he wanted to make it affordable, right? And the amount of people that have come on and said, you know, the main program was a little bit too expensive, not quite ready for that. But then Digital Launchpad happens, right? Like you said, $37, super affordable. And it gives an opportunity for people like yourself to come in and have a go at entrepreneurship, to learn from recognized educators. And you follow the steps, and here we are on a student interview because you are a success of Digital Launchpad. You know, it's one of the most amazing parts of what we do, is being able to bring education to people like yourself. I mean, look how driven you are, you know, and honestly, to play a part in your journey, it is amazing. To be able to help you progress and find the right education for such an affordable price is what is, you know, it's the reason why we do Digital Launchpad.
It's truly amazing, because it's just, it's shocking, to be honest.
Yeah. So then, okay, so you've bought Digital Launchpad, you've come in, obviously you've gone straight to Jordan's The Winning Store, right? And watched that course. Tell me how that was, watching the course. How did you find it? How did you go through it?
So I was watching like 3 or 4 episodes a day. I had my iPad, Apple Pencil ready. I was making notes every single episode, every key point, every other sentence he would make. I would deeply analyze it and make a note on it. And to be honest, this course was fairly easy to understand for beginners. It was also it was easy to actually do practically, if you know what I mean. You could just easily just copy paste it into real life. Yeah. So it was very easy. And the only hard part in the course I would be just finding the product, which is obviously going to be the hardest part. But other than that, everything else was smooth, easy.
Yeah. And again, we've brought in coaching now as well, right? So we've got Daniel in the community who does coaching to specifically help with students who maybe are trying to find a product, maybe want to optimize their store. How have you found the coaching calls? I know you've been quite active on the coaching calls as well, right?
Yeah, actually, I went on call with Daniel, like in the community call. I sent him a DM a few hours prior. I was making a logo because I was in the beauty niche.
Right.
And I asked him for his opinion on my logo. He said the logo was fine. He's just kind of telling me how to fix it, kind of tweaking it. And this is helping a lot. I asked him a bunch of questions on how he started and what he did in dropshipping, what was his niche, what he's special at. And he sort of helped me as well. He gave me some tips and tricks as well.
Do you know, Ali, just listening to you, it's just, honest to God, it's amazing, because your initiative to actually not only go to the coaching calls, but then also DM the coach and also pick his brains privately, how he did it, what his journey was like, all these questions. Your drive and your ambition is startling. Honestly, it's a pleasure to watch, honestly. So
thank you very much.
Your store's gone live, you found a product. Tell me how the first sale happened. Tell me about that process.
So basically, I saved up some money over the months from my freelancing and decided to make a marketing budget of roughly $1,000.
Right.
I just decided for the first few days, spend a bunch of money on advertising, and after just tone it down slowly and slowly. So I was spending I think at the start I was spending like $50 to $60 a day on advertising.
So that's one thing, just before you go on to that, that's one thing that I think you did mention to me previously that one of the sticking points for you in e-commerce was the ads part of it, and that's really where Jordan's course has helped you level up and take it to that next stage, right?
Yeah, because I didn't know anything at all about advertising before. I mean, I knew about Web3 because I used to do Web3 marketing, but that's completely different from actual physical products.
Okay. So obviously the winning store, Jordan's course, has really helped you with the ads. You've then allocated a marketing budget. You're spending $50-$60 a day on marketing, on ads. Okay, tell me what happens from there.
What happens from there is I just keep on building up consistency. I mean, I don't see results instantly. I'm not shocked from that. That's normal. So then slowly but surely, I get my first sale. I show my family. They get really happy. I show my little brother. My little brother starts jumping around and everything. He's like, and then my little brother's like, I want to do it too. Teach me how you do it. And then after I saw results, because I was having profit after that.
Yeah.
Because the product obviously worth more than the daily ad spend. So after that put me in a profit, I decided to add the profit in the ad spend as well of the daily budget.
So you reinvested your profits.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point, you're lucky you look your age, because at some point with the kind of answers you're giving, I would have asked you to give me some ID to prove your age, bro. This is just reinvesting your profits. It's insane. But go on, please. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so then I would just reinvest it, and then slowly but surely, some days would be slow, some days would be higher than others. Then after one day I hit 500, then I hit 600, then I just kept on stacking up till I hit eventually 5K in sales. That's when I really realized that dropshipping.
Whoa. 5K in sales.
Yeah.
In the course of how long? Like after joining Digital Launchpad, after how long has that 5K happened?
I mean, the store was very slow because I told you originally that I started the store before Digital Launchpad, but I didn't really know what to do properly. Like it was just there, but it wasn't like properly active.
Right.
So I started to really like make moves and stuff. The store started to get properly active after I joined Digital Launchpad, of course.
And within how long have you hit 5K in sales from when you watched Jordan's store? Was it a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? What's the kind of time scale?
I think it was like a month or so.
A month. So you've spent $37 for access to the winning store, for access to coaching, and you've turned in essence that $37 into $5,000 worth of sales.
Yep.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Not surprising. I've been spoken to you today. For some reason it doesn't surprise me. Your attitude and your mentality is absolutely elite. So
thank you.
But nonetheless amazing to see. So tell me, okay, you've got the business side locked down. How have you found the community in Digital Launchpad?
Community is amazing, very supportive. When I first started out, I didn't really know how to use Digital Launchpad or the Educate app. So I just kept on in the general chat, I was saying, how does this work? How does that work? Etc. And then they would willingly they would show proper kindness to it. They wouldn't just like brush me off with attitude or anything. They would be like, yeah, this is how you do it. Like I didn't really know how to start monk mode at this beginning. And they taught me how to start my monk mode, how to add adjustments, how to add my own bit to it and everything.
Amazing. Yeah, the community is a very, very strong part of what we do. Especially now, obviously, the community we've built, the different channels, the different sections. There's fitness, there's big day where you put your accomplishments for the day. So I think that really helps you, puts you in that mindset, right? And it puts you around people who are on the same journey. So I think that's really, really helpful to the students as well as the education, obviously.
100%.
So I'm not going to ask you if Digital Launchpad has been worth it for you, because clearly it has been immense. But how would you review it overall? How would you explain your journey so far? And if one of your friends was to come and ask you and say, look, Ali, I want to join Digital Launchpad, what would you say to them?
Do it, 100% do it. It's completely worth it. If you're willing to put in the work, put in the time, the results aren't going to be there at the start, but if you're willing to hustle for it, if you're willing to grind for it, it's 100% worth it.
Yeah, even, delaying gratification is something that I've seen seasoned professionals struggle with, delaying the gratification, delaying the results. But the fact that you're so cognizant of it so young, again, I'd love to meet your dad one day, bro, because he seems to have really, really raised you well, educated you well, and really put that entrepreneurship spirit in you. What's next, Ali? What's the plan? What's happening from here now? What's going on with the store?
Next plans of now are 100% scale up, because I know that I found the right products, I found everything perfectly. Now it's just nothing but to reinvest even more, grow the budgets, make my marketing budget high, because everything is marketing. The product can be, even if the product is trash, If the marketing is great, people are sure enough to buy it. So the main thing I'm mostly focusing on now is the marketing and the quality of the website. I want every single customer transaction to be amazing.
Amazing. And have you watched any of the other courses? Obviously, we've got some lifestyle related courses. We've got the Digital Don by Mike Thurston, which is very fitness and social media related. We've got a boxing course coming. We've got some other fitness course coming with some fantastic names in the industry. Do you spend some time also watching that kind of content as well within DL?
Yeah, I do 100%. I haven't watched that much Digital Dawn, but I've 100% watched the other courses about fitness, and I watched Dopamine Detox as well.
Yeah, amazing. Before you joined Digital Launchpad, had you been part of any other online education communities, or did you try and get your education from anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, I joined the real world for like a few months, but I didn't really enjoy the experience that much. Because initially when I joined, the community wasn't the best compared to Digital Launchpads. And also the courses they were giving, the quality wasn't that good, and it wasn't that easy to apply into practical situations. That's why I prefer Digital Launchpad, because I know that Iman, he actually cares about his students. He actually wants them to succeed. Not throwing shade at anybody, but like personally, I would prefer Digital Launchpad.
Amazing. Well, the results. There's something in the UK we said the proof is in the pudding. So the results clearly show that you made the right decision, and I for one am delighted to have you as part of the Digital Launchpad community. So yeah, amazing.
Thank you very much.
This is one of them calls that has really opened my eyes to what we're doing. You're so assured, you're so confident, and honestly, the sky's the limit for you. And I'm going to eagerly watch your journey, not just because you're called Ali too, but it's generally because I love the energy, I love the drive. If there's ever somebody who's going to the top, it's going to be you. So well done.
Inshallah.
Congratulations on all your success so far. Give your dad my regards, and hopefully we'll speak soon.
All right.